Hey guys, so I've been getting a good number of questions in the last few weeks or so, and some of them that I wanted to answer I didn't have time to get to today, but I will get to those later. So the two that I chose today is, one comes from one of my friends, and he wants to know what I recommend for a hosting company, and my recommendations on choosing a domain name. As far as hosting goes, I have not used a whole lot of hosting sites personally. I use Hostgator. And so far, they've been really good. I really like them. If I've ever had a problem, they've been really quick to fix it. They do, I think they do some slightly bigger companies, but my suggestion for that is if you have a bigger company, you want to host your own site. So if you're not, then this info is going to be for you. They're really good customer service. I've only had them about 8 months though, so I don't know everything about them yet. The only problem that concerns me is that they're connected to, well, their sister company is called Bluehost, and Bluehost really sucks. You can ask a lot of people that, and they'll tell you that Bluehost is not good. But so far, Hostgator has been really great, and I like them. Another one is HostMonster. I have never used them, but some people I know have, and they were okay with it when they were starting out. GoDaddy, you can host your site with GoDaddy. I would never do that. I did for like a month, but I hate GoDaddy, and I just wanted to get away from them as quick as possible, and a lot of my friends will even tell you that GoDaddy is not a good choice. But those are your best bet, is Hostgator, HostMonster, and you can even host your site on Site Builder. You can actually make your website, and you can also, you can have it hosted there too. As far as a domain name goes, the best thing you want to remember about a domain name is don't make it too long, because then it's just too much. You don't need all of that. I guess my guess is about 5 words is as long as you need it. You maybe not even that. And another thing that you want to remember is that if you have a really funky name like I do, you might not want to put that in your domain name, and I'm starting to regret that I ever did, because people can't remember it and they can't spell it, and that's a problem. So pick something that's not going to be hard to remember, hard to figure out how to spell. And most important out of all of these is don't pick something that sounds cheesy. Like if you are an internet marketer or in the business education type business, don't pick something that sounds really like cash converters or something like that. Don't do that. People think that it sounds fun and cool, but it really doesn't. It just sounds really cheesy. So, like I said, remember that it doesn't need to be super long. You can use your initials, you can use your name, but if your name is super weird, I wouldn't do that. It doesn't need to be, like, super detailed, as long as it's congruent to whatever it is your site is about. And that's pretty much it as far as domain names go, in my opinion. But if I figure out more tips, then I'll let you know. Domain names are pretty cheap. So you can get them in a lot of places. You can get them from Hostgator. So just go to hostgator.com and you can get the domain, start building the site. You can do everything from one place. You can do all that from Hostgator. I would imagine HostMonster is pretty similar. Like I said, never use GoDaddy. And if you choose the last one I talked about, Site Builder, you can use Site Builder. But I have not used their hosting, so I wouldn't know anything about how they are as far as hosting goes. Anyway, I hope this is helpful. As I mentioned in my earlier post, I had this video filmed in another location that was actually really, really pretty. But I kept messing up. I could not get this forward to save my life. So I'm just now getting it down where I think is fairly decent. But anyway, we all have off days. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any more suggestions, feel free to let me know. Speak soon.